Good morning. Apparently, we're starting the day off with a seed delivery. I was unaware that there was a truck coming today. Now, I was only aware of 2 of the 3 that came yesterday, so I don't really know what's going on with all of that. I have no idea what this truck has on it, but it's okay. We need the seed. Let me just say this. I appreciate all you truck drivers, not just the seed drivers, but just truck drivers in general. However, when I don't even know that you're coming and you show up in my driveway at 11:30 at night and I have to listen to your truck idle all night, doesn't make me real happy. Like, don't do that. Don't park in my driveway overnight. Well, while I wait for Mr. Truck Driver to wake up here, doing a little organizing. So these boxes here all need to come over to this other side. I had that plot seed. I kind of stacked that up a little bit to condense it. I moved my fridges out of the way, which they're just in the way in a different spot, but that's okay. But I want to move those boxes in here. We've got this other pallet of plot seeds, so we're gonna have to take that out of here. I've got one that's not double stacked back here, so we're gonna need to double stack that, and then I've got 4 spots. And well, I have 1 in the single, 2, 3, 4 spots. So this will all fit in there, but it's gonna fill it up and we have to take the plot seed out. Scratch that. We had 2 more boxes for the stuff that's supposed to go over there. Now it's all not going to fit. Dang it. That's okay. The rest of that truck, I had 1 box for me and then a couple of pallets of some bagged beans. So we got to be getting towards the end of it. We've got to be getting to the point where we've got most all of it in here, I would think. Anyway, we're going to move some of this other stuff around. He came up right after I filmed that last part, so I didn't get any of it moved over to the lean-to here. Brock's here again today. We're cleaning the soybean plates. He did the bean plates the other day. These are the bean ones. They've got twice as many holes in them. Washing them, and then we'll spray some graphite. These aren't really that. We didn't use them a ton last year, but these are the corn ones. They got plugs in the other ones or whatever. Yeah, they're just a little different in the number of holes and stuff. So getting those cleaned up, spray the graphite on them. I'm gonna go get stuff ready to treat beans, I think. Oh yeah, did I tell you? We had to bring the Chevy truck and the trailer down here because my Ram wouldn't start. I drove it from my garage to the seed warehouse, and then I had to start it up and move it a little bit, and it started a little slow, a little sluggish like, and I was like, uh-oh. And then the next time I went, it wouldn't even turn over. Just dead. So I think my battery is bad. So we're taking the little jump pack down there, but we'll just put a new battery in it. Okay, well, we came back down here to the seed warehouse. I've got a list of what I want to try and get treated today. We've got 26 boxes ready to go for the warehousing side of my business. So I've got all of those beans that are in the lean-to over there. I think I am still 3 boxes short of having all of the seed for that account. But we could get started treating those. However, they're not going to come and get them for a while, so there's not a huge hurry on that. But we also can start treating some of my beans over here. If we get done, actually I should go through the list now because it's easier to just do them all of a variety at the same time rather than having to clean out and switch between them. But we do have to keep them separate. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, right? So we'll see how we do with that. But 26 boxes is over 1,000 units. That's a pretty good day. Especially since it's not raining or snowing, and maybe we could get a delivery done this afternoon. I don't know. I would think about it if we get some of these beans treated, but we need some of these 3373s here, so we're going to start with those. That'll give me everything I need to deliver 2 more full loads of seeds. So let's get started, I guess. Okay, after a significant amount of digging, moving boxes around, I had 2 boxes of these 3373s that were over here in my pile that were extra for me, so I transferred them to my warehouse pile, but I hadn't actually moved them. They were clear back in that row. I thought they were in that row, so I moved all of them, got to the back, I'm like, oh no, that's not it, so then I had to move this whole row. Anyway, we got them. We're going to start with treating those. They are a different lot number than the other 6. We need 8 of this variety, so is what it is. We'll make sure that we got our lot numbers right and that we get the information put into the treater right. 3311, those are tiny. What are these? 2770. Yeah, those are quite a bit different. I hate that, but what are you gonna do? Brock got done with what he was doing down at the farm on that planter, them plates, so he came down here. We're gonna work on this together a little bit. My other forklift over here has got a severely leaking hydraulic cylinder, and well, if we can avoid it, we're gonna avoid using it today. We might have to because the battery on that one is getting worse and worse, it seems. What I should do is bring the other forklift from the farm down here, swap these batteries so that we've got, you know, the good forklift with the good battery in it that'll last me for a full day. And then this one we'll just use when we need it, or when we can use 2, or we have to, or whatever. But right now, sometimes that one's dead, and so we have to use this one, and sometimes this one's leaking, so we have to use that one, and it's nice having 2, but I am dreaming of having 2 good forklifts instead of 2 crappy forklifts. Or that one's really good, it just needs a new battery, so problem is even reconditioned batteries for it are $5,000–6,000. So I don't know, I should probably get one. I don't know if my core is worth much or not. I have to call somebody, I guess. So anyway, we're getting started. We got these first 8 boxes going through, 2 of one lot number, 6 of another, same variety. And yeah, then we'll dig some more out and do a bunch this afternoon. I think we'll try a live stream this afternoon while we're treating beans. I don't know how it'll work with the noise in here and just kind of being all over the place, but we'll give it a shot. The boys are playing somewhat nice together. It's a rare occurrence. They had to go get their hat and gloves, though. Rylan has left his actual winter coat in his mother's car, and she took it to work, so he has to wear his jacket. So today is Friday, March 22nd. Yesterday was the first day of NCAA tournament basketball. How's your bracket, Brock? Did you fill one out? You didn't even fill one out? Such a sports fan, I tell you what. Well, I filled out 2. And I'm going to take a second to brag here, okay? I'm going to take just a minute to brag. So I started with a serious one. That one, not doing so great. And then I'm like, let's just go for it and see what we get. And check it out. Check it out. I am ranked 2,618th, which doesn't sound good until you realize that there are over 22 million brackets on the ESPN Tournament Challenge app, and I am killing it. I missed one game yesterday, the BYU game. Ducanese, is that how you say that? That's the one I got wrong. And I had them winning in the second round in this bracket over Illinois because now the Big Ten's just not that good at basketball most of the time, let's be honest. But yeah, I'm killing it. So before today's game start and this goes all to heck, I just wanted to get my plug in there that, yeah, I did pretty good yesterday. Drained another keg. We'll get this one started mixing up. I don't know. I got 2 boxes left to do with this batch. I'm not sure if we've got enough left in there or not. It's going to be a little close. Well, there's the last of those first 8 boxes. Get our auger cleaned out here. Let them dry. We'll go to launch. Forklift probably needs to charge. We can dig a few more of the next run out. We'll see. We'll figure out what we want to do next. All right, so we're going to do some 2922s next. I actually need 9 boxes of them. 7 of them are for my warehousing stuff. 2 of them, these 2, are for another person that I'm just treating a couple boxes for. He needed some after the treatment deadline, and so I told him I would treat him and we'd transfer him to him. So that's what we're going to do. So there's 3 boxes of the wrong stuff in the way there. Move them out of the way for me, Brock. And we'll dig our 7 boxes out, and then we're going to go get lunch. We're going to need to charge our forklift for a little bit anyway, and we'll take care of them when we get back. Well, when you pull 2 rows out of there, it makes it look like the pile's small. Oh, that is good. We'll combine those rows for sure. And yeah, we'll treat those when we get back. It's lunchtime. Let's go. Okay, where are we going?
We're going to the
Eagle gas station. Okay, took the boys for some lunch. We came back. They decided they wanted to go in the house. I think they're getting ice cream sandwiches, and they just told me they were going in the house, and then they're going to sit in there and watch their tablets. You know what? It's okay for a while. We're going to let them. So Brock's down here. We let the forklift charge for a while. You can get that, and we're going to start treating some more beans. We got our TV on. We're going to watch a little basketball this afternoon. We're going to start up a live stream, too. Let's do it. Okay, it's been a while since I filmed something, I think. We did a live stream that went fairly well, and then my camera died, and, well, that was the end of it, because I was using the GoPro, so it was easier to carry around and set somewhere than my phone is, because I don't have the holder with me, and anyway, when the battery died, it died, and I tried plugging it in when I was doing the live stream. It wasn't charging. Anyway, whatever. We got some more beans treated. We did those 9 boxes of 2922s and 4 boxes of 2292s. Yeah, that's dumb numbering, but it is what it is. I think that's all we're going to do for today. I've got a few more that we could do, but I don't really need them for the deliveries that I want to make quickly. We'll have some time next week. We can treat some more beans if necessary or if we want to. So we're getting the lids put on these. I'm going to get them stacked up and put out of the way, and then I may load a trailer up a little bit later, but I'm going to go down to the farm for a while. We're really knocking into this pile. We've shrunk it down considerably from where it was, so it's good. We need to get some of these paper bags moved. That's what we really need to do. Also, my bracket's falling apart. Northwestern won, and, well, I had them winning in my good bracket, my number 1 bracket that I thought was going to be the way it goes. I had them losing in my bracket that was actually doing good. So now I've missed 2 games, and it's just over with. Bought a new battery for my truck when we went to lunch. Starts fine now. Starts just fine. So I guess we got a new battery. I don't. No, I didn't install it. I just bought it. There's all of our finished bowls. They're not in order? What do you mean you didn't put them up here in order? What kind of organization is that? Oh my gosh.
There's 3. So
oh my gosh. 10. Brock. How do they get out of order? They were in order on the stick.
I had 3 different buckets to soak them in. I know, good help is hard to come by.
Extremely. He lost number 2. It's right there. We've got that sprayer pump that is all put back together that we should get it put back up here. So it's not as cold today as it has been. I think we'll work on that. If we can get it hanging on the bolts, then we can get all the stuff lined up and we should be able to get it in there reasonably well. I'm going to set you guys down on the floor directly below this, so when I drop the pump on you, try not to break my phone, okay? It goes up there. All right, I'm going to lift this up there. Your job is to get the bolts through, to put the bolts through, and it should hang, and then we'll worry about getting the nuts on. I'm not real worried about them to start with. Man. I know, Brock. You gotta get around all these hoses. Can you push up on the bottom? No, not the top. The bottom. gotta rotate it. We gotta get to the bottom above these hoses. We can't tip it. We gotta go in straight. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now it's gotta rotate. This has to be straight that way. We gotta get the top in first. Push that there. Okay. All right, give me a second, and then we can get those both lined up. Good nut. Right there. All right. We got one started. Now, before we get the other one and get everything tightened up, we gotta get some of these hose connections lined up, get the pump put back on. I remember taking it off. One of those bolts on the pump was extremely difficult to get until we could slide it out of the way. That electric or hydraulic pump right there. Okay, we got the hydraulic motor bolted back up to the pump. So now we need to get the hoses lined back up. There's three of them. There's the suction, the discharge, and some sort of bleeder or rinse valve or something. I don't know what that one's for exactly, but that one's easy to hook up. So let's see if we can get the one up there done. And then we'll worry about this little short stubby one that's a real pain in the butt. Okay, we got the one connected up there. Now we need this little short piece here. Can be a little tricky to get lined up because there's not much flex. That hose, it's exactly a lot of rubber. And you gotta get these gaskets in, one on each side. All right, yeah, we gotta tighten that little one up on the top and then get our two big bolts tightened up, and our pump should be good to go. Easiest thing is to get the Milwaukee impact for up there. So I think we've got a socket. Does that socket fit on them big bolts? Yeah, so I'll go get that.
Oh, only if there was somebody else with another hand.
Well, I got them off of there. You can't get them off? They're back on?
Wrench slipped off. Hold on. The wrench slipped off. I can't find it.
Get it back on. What'd you do with it?
I don't know.
It's over there. It's not the most accessible place on the sprayer.
Hit it. Hit it one more time. Oh, come on.
Do you need me to do this?
Okay, we're on.
I'm sure that was the torque spec, so we're good. So I was thinking about what else we need to do to the planter, and I remembered that I have this water tank that I had mounted on the old planter. Didn't get around to doing it last spring. Kind of didn't have time, didn't take the time, whatever. So we're looking for somewhere to mount it. We're kind of thinking about putting it here, but this was up there, and that should be on there somewhere. I know it's not critical machinery or equipment operation stuff, but it should be on there. So then I got to looking around a little bit more, and maybe we could mount it to this plate that pump is on, and it actually does fit. We got to drill some holes, but I think we're going to try and put it up there. So I got just a sheet of paper here. We're going to make up a template. There's 6 holes. I only used 3 of them on the old planter, so 4 of them is better than 3. Should hold it just fine. We're just going to mark where our holes are, and then we'll put that sheet up there and mark them and drill them. Well, it took a little work with a file. My new little handy dandy mini file came in handy, auction buy. But we got it mounted, and we'll be able to wash our hands this year. So, you know, that's good. Okay, well, we did a little more computer work. I'm working on variety placement, making sure we've got everything going where it needs to go, where we want it to go. Brock got our sign mounted back up there. That will work, looks good. And this will work. We can get to it, open our valve. Nice. It's a little tight filling on the top, but we fill twice a year. Ain't no big deal. So it is Friday afternoon. Thanks for watching this one. I think I'm going to try and get a load of seed out in the morning. I texted the guy, he didn't respond to me, but I'll give him a call in the morning, and hopefully he'll be willing to take stuff, and we'll at least get a little bit out of there, and then we'll see how things go next week. So Monday's going to be an exciting day, a little different. We aren't going to do seed business stuff because I can't deliver anything because I won't have a vehicle, or won't have the truck. And it's going to be nice out, and we might try and do some field work. We'll see. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.